JASMY price. Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. We'll take a look at the JASMY price at once again this weekend as we are looking to head into a new week starting tomorrow. But what we are seeing right at this point this weekend is that there is a lot of movement that is happening with a few select altcoins. Take a look at my watch list. You can see some things are totally in red, but then again, once you go towards the upside, you are seeing that there are some things which are up 20%, for example, 18%, whatever the case may be. So there seems to be like the next week is going to be much more positive in my opinion than what we had last week. In any case, I'm very much impressed with what JASMY has done, because if you remember, throughout the week we have been talking about the 200 daily moving average, saying that this is the last line in the sand. We need to hold this line and expect somewhat of a pump right there. Initially I was looking for 2.8 cents to hold. That was not the case here. I was wrong about that. But as it looks right now, the 200 daily moving average is coming in very much handy for JASMY. My next initial price target, if this happens to hold, is somewhere around 4 cents. We are in a trade in the Discord group because I don't want to be talking about those things when I'm not really putting my money where my mouth is. So yes, 4 cents is the initial profit take, but we still have got way even higher price targets than that. Before I get there, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for JASMY content will now be able to find this video much more easily. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I do TA on JASMY and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. I have already mentioned the 200 daily moving average. That's cool. Now let me show you another chart that has given me a little bit of more confidence with what JASMY can do immediate short term. So what you see on the left side is scale, ticker symbol SKL USDT. Today we can see it was up at least 20%. But what's actually is very much interesting is that it pretty much also resembles what the JASMY price has been doing. But of course, right now for JASMY, we have this, missing part where things really just flies towards the upside. So maybe right now it's not very clear. Let me turn it to the daily time frame and make a little bit of an adjustment here. Then we come back to JASMY, we see that kind of, pretty much the same price section. So yeah, hopefully for JASMY, we have that kind of a pump, although I want it to be much more sustainable, not like a quick, move towards the upside and then you're dropping one more time. It really doesn't help much. But for now, I think this can be a good indication since it's something that is happening right as we speak. So yeah, my fingers across that JASMY, number one, holds the 200 daily moving average, very important. And secondly, we start moving towards the upside because the big market indications are indicating something very much positive. I've always been talking about this total market cap of crypto, indicating that we are at all-time highs here and any moment is really go time. In the moment, it doesn't feel like that, which is very much weird because right now it seems like the market makers have like a very easy game. They just drop the price of Ethereum and literally everything else loses hope. Now we also have got that Trump coin. Once that one is not doing too good as well, yeah, market participants are not too excited. That's why I think we are seeing widespread fear at the all-time high, really, which is very unusual. But I think euphoria is coming in this market, and I'm not talking about a very long time. I don't want to sound irresponsible, and I also know that it's very much difficult to try and predict like time. You can see like the general trend or the general trajectory of an altcoin, but when exactly it's going to do something is very much difficult to note, right? But if we take a look at the market dominance of BTC, we can see here that technical analysis 101 tells you that number one, if you have had this kind of a wake of accumulation pattern that has happened, this needs a back testing, right? So that's where you are beginning with, right? And also you understand that once you have had like a fall like this from the very top until the bottom here, see where you're being rejected. A very usual rejection level, that is the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. So I don't think that BTC is ever going to go above 60% unless we have like a super crazy bear cycle. But for now, we're not looking for that. We're actually looking for the opposite, a very much of a bullish season here for altcoins, because BTC is facing rejection here. It's not able to get above like the 59 mark in terms of its dominance. That means that it's going to lose most of its market share to, maybe not most, but part of its market share to altcoins. JASMY, I think, is one of the recipients right there. So yeah, maybe immediate short-term things may not be looking all that great, but let me show you another chart here. Down below here is the global M2 money supply, and you can see that it's on the rise. This means that a lot of money is going to be printed. Once that money is printed, it has to chase assets, right? risk on assets like crypto, JASMY, whatever you hold, I mean, outside of JASMY, is going to be benefiting from this. So the other chart that I was posting about on X, looking at the long-term picture here, is the cup and handle formation on JASMY. The technical price target for this measuring from the depth of the cup is somewhere around 62 cents. Yeah, for me, my main price target, like the best that I think JASMY can do, is right around 54 cents. But I mean, I still think that it's in line with that, 62 cents, whatever the case may be, is still good in my own opinion. Then, of course, the elephant in the room is Ethereum. And just as I mentioned a little bit earlier on, that the market makers are just looking at Ethereum and playing around with Ethereum so that they play around with everybody's emotions, right? So once Ethereum is dropping maybe 1%, we're seeing like altcoins dropping 6%. We're like, okay, what's happening right there? So for Ethereum itself, it's looking very bullish because you can see this inverse head and shoulders pattern right there. The breakout level takes it right around $7,600 or something like that. That's good because that means like billions of dollars coming into the market, right? At some point, that money also will flow into other altcoins. Like, it's basic mathematics. You start with the bigger market caps and then money flows into smaller market caps, just as we continue doing like that, the same thing. So we're saying here that Ethereum is going to $11K to $17,000. That's number one, but there are some, direct beneficiaries here. I think that JASMY has got a very strong chart against Ethereum, which I'll probably show you in future videos. And because it has got a stronger chart than Ethereum, if Ethereum starts moving towards the upside, JASMY will likely be doing even better than Ethereum. So we want to see Ethereum doing well so that, of course, JASMY also really does well. JASMY is built on Ethereum, for your own information, if you didn't know that. But still, whatever the case may be, the bigger picture here looks very good. And I'm also very much excited to see what happens immediate short term between today, tomorrow, and maybe until Wednesday. Let's see what happens here. But the chart that is giving me much more confidence is this scale chart you can see on the left side being compared to JASMY on the right. Obviously, JASMY doesn't really follow into these things all the time, but there is, a certain leg that happens by there. Let's see what eventually happens. I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family. And then, of course, if you would, come and join our private Discord group. You can join via Patreon. The link will be down there in the description. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.